Hey, peaceful people, what's going on, y'all? So this one here is another Hoodoo Carolina truth or elder truth. Never hand a baby over the threshold. This came out of the Low Country PD Carolina area. Old Carolina women, elders of the Carolinas, were strict about this. You never, ever pass the baby from one person to another while standing in a doorway. If you were inside and someone was outside wanting to hold your baby, you stepped all the way out or you brought them all the way in first. Now, let me tell you the reason. Doorways are in between spaces, not fully one thing or the other. Elders believe passing a baby there left them half in, half out spiritually. It could confuse their spirit, make them very restless, or leave them open to illness. Now, some even said it could weaken their bond to the family, making them more likely to grow up distant or unsettled from their bloodline. And if the wrong person's hands met yours in that space, if that person was someone who was jealous of you, they had ill will towards you, or a hidden grudge that you didn't know about, the child could be marked without even realizing it. You know what I'm saying? If the rule was broken, the fix was quick. Both people would step to the same side of the door and pass the baby again while saying, "I claim what's mine." This reset the transfer, bringing the child fully home to their spirit. Now, in Hoodoo, in African-derived traditions, thresholds are liminal zones. It's liminal spaces, which are places where energy is going to shift between worlds. They're powerful for certain types of work, but dangerous for the unguarded, especially babies whose spiritual defenses aren't fully formed. So passing a child, there were risks letting something unwanted slip in during the exchange. Okay? So there were a couple of different variations that I read, and some were this: a Bible at the door. If you've seen that, that was Low Country families. They kept that at a door near the main entrance so it could be touched or held when a child entered or left for the first time. Another variation is first time crossing rule. In the PD area, the first time a baby left the house after birth, it had to be carried over the threshold by a parent, not passed hand to hand. Also, now this one here I remember, because I remember seeing either a quarter or a piece of red cloth on the baby. Red cloth tied to the clothing is to guard against jealousy or the evil eye. They took a strip of red fabric, and it was sometimes tied to the baby's clothing for their first outing to protect them. I remember that. I remember that one with the red fabric. I remember the bow dollar, what we call a bow dollar. That was a Susan B. Anthony. If you know, you know. So there are a couple of different variations of passing a baby. Now, I want y'all to tell me, have you ever heard of this? Did your people keep the passing over the doorway rule for babies? Or is this new to you? Drop it in the comments and make sure you are following for more. I don't never want y'all to miss none of these Carolina elder tales. Y'all have an amazing rest of y'all day. Ashe.